Привет. 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 Привет.
Да, привет.
Привет, 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 привет.
Шутки у тебя, смотрю, разнообразные. Как бы вот тут бы... Да, нет смысла. Смысла нет вообще.
Привет.
Здорово.
Привет. 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 Привет.
Да-да, здорово.
Привет, 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 привет.
Ух, ё.
Привет, 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 привет.
Какие потрясающие дороги. И как вы это сюда доедете? так далеко. Мне нужно шоссе. Да. Найс.
Привет.
Hello, dear motherfucking friend. Так, вот эту хуйню надо как-то делать. Ой-ой-ой-ой-ой-ой. Вы чё тут? Вот это скопление. Да, однако. Пробочки. Пробочки офигенные.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Well, she's certainly I expect she'll be a very... The world belongs to the young, they say, and Boris will live to take his piece. Thank you for your help in this matter. Yes, she's in the other... She's gotten a chic... Utter rubbish, I say.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be fresh out of priceless... That strange reaction you caused. Blue lightning from a healing stone? I've been studying... I've a passion for this work, you see. A passion to...
I was really hoping to find something better.
Инертный камень. Это не тот? А что за задняя комната? Книга навыка, чтобы освоить новый навык. Да понял я. Кто ты меня? Так, новичок. Доктор. Доктор. Исцеляет ослабление, слепоту. А у меня что? Первая помощь. Требуется уровень 3. А у меня? А уровень 2. Деревянный жезл воздуха. Я кого-то видел увеличительное стекло для покупки.
Hello again. Terribly sorry, Source Hunter, but I seem to be...
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter?
I swear I saw it.
Oh, hello, love. Nice to...
Well, what sort of arrows do you want? Freezing? Silver? Poison? Get...
Tomatoes.
How lovely to see you again, haver of the... I'm a painter.
Oh no, noble friend. Your upper chakras are in desperate need of a good scrubbing. Fortunately for you, my homebrewed tinctures will do the job. Or if you're in the mood for something a bit more electrifying, one of my air scrolls might give your system just the shock it needs.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes.
Знание легенд, умение. А чё я выделенный такой? Навык знания легенд.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Bleeding waste, standing here without so much as a piglet in the pen.
У меня его нету. Зря купил, получается. Так где они идут? Красота. Ключи надо продать еще.
Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say. Livestock's got twice the sense and thrice the soul of the average human, I say.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Понятно.
Ah, gracious, dearest customer, I've never seen an aura so plagued by ether. Thank Astarte, I've just the earth scroll to ground you.
Да. И что-то еще? Че я нажал, что у меня все подсвечивается, бля? Я даже не знаю. Чего они все подсвечиваться стали? Не знаю. Спортивный воздух. А это что? Кровожадность, проклятие, творить заклинание воздушной тиски.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entwhistle you.
Today, I think, and here, the great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king had a great thirst for colour. So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds, that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Another one for the collection.
Today, I think, and king, the great Sigurd and his rainbow.
Ma! If you think black sheep are weird, try weird sheep.
Ты чё, состриг? Состриг.
If you think black sheep are weird, try weird.
More junk. Well, what's this I've spotted?
The earth here seems to have been freshly fertilized and aerated. Obviously, someone has taken great care to maintain this gravesite.
No, that would be an insult to the dead.
And a disgrace to whomever is maintaining this gravesite too.
You step away from the grave.
I give milk. I give wool. And what do I get in return? One way or another, they always try to fleece me. Especially that Evelyn. She's out.
Don't disturb Master Theliron now. He's been so busy with his research, the poor dear hasn't had a proper night's sleep in months.
Кто-то любит апельсины.
treasure.
Счастливый день. Прогулка к пляжам Черной Бухты принесла удивительное сокровище, говорящую голову. Катарин говорит, это порождение источника. Но как такая нелепая штуковина может быть создана темной магией? Сама голова представляется Ником, но я, пожалуй, буду знать ее Стефаном. Это имя несет некий цирковой флер. Помимо прочего, диковинка моя уже выучил пару историй. А голос-то какой? Я со своим представлением соберу все деньги ярмарки. Радость понять не дает воды, как если бы рожа у Седрика. Так. Ну, это можно, блин, это не обязательно. Блин. Наверное, лидерство.
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend.
Что за поддельная страна?
Oh,
Тут что-то работает, но туда мы не можем почему-то попасть. Ну, по крайней мере, пока что.
lucky find.
Ведро, шлем. Ха, броня больше, кстати.
Fastened tighter than the treasury.
There's a man in town who sells paintings and treasure maps. Do you think he knows the way to the realm of fairy? There's a man in town.
И все. Только дверь открывает. Почему она у тебя?
привет.
Тесто для пиццы. Здорово, здорово. Так, труп. Тут никого нету у нас, да? Можно воровать спокойно.
Sigurd's beard, what a find!
Журнал Робертс. Я нахожу совершенно невозможно, чтобы кто-то, кроме меня, мэра Сисела или мог получить доступ к телу без моего веда. Труп не могло унести ветром, унесло, ураган явно не настолько сильным. Выкопает гроб Джейка.
Looks like the mortician is rather suspicious about Jake.
What could Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, or Evelyn have to do with it?
Свиток регенерации. Пригодится. Так.
So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging through the docks? Or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to his death?
Морская звезда. Ты кто
This
такой?
here is my family business. Yes, there's been a Roberts escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Sicil
Что ты знаешь о
itself.
Джейке?
Sad story, that. Though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all doesn't make much of an impression on an undertaker. I just concern myself with giving the remains a respectable exit from
На
life.
северном
We set him to rest in the
кладбище.
northern graveyard. Perhaps he... How do you... Ah, the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open. Or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would plenty of us shopkeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses, you know? And he's the only person in town with a sec. He could have used it to sidle in without a peep if Aureus himself paid me a visit the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun had even started peeping. Can't see why he'd bothered to go through all that trouble. I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's few in this city could manage to transport a corpse without it was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary. And there was something seemed she could barely contain her thoughts, that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional would have such a strange reaction, and this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole. But her master, Dr. Theleron, bought an old shack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air, before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the... That gold's the only good thing to come out of this blasted affair, and I certainly plan on making some use of it. You know, I reckon Bertia really didn't get a fair shake in all this, did she? Here, take the money and give it to her. Times are hard enough as they are.
Обязательно я дадим. Так, а вот сюда не можем дойти, да?
We'll have none of that, you hear?
Mistress.
Как не люблю эту херню. Сундук, ключик. Секреты свитков. В каком удивительном мире мы живем? В нем встречаются вещи, которые обладают магическими свойствами сами по себе, без какого-либо вмешательства чародеев. Разумеется, мы можем немного помочь природе, усилив эти свойства с помощью пыли пикси. Так обычно кроличья лапка помогает лишь очень суеверным людям, но стоит посыпать ее пылью пикси, как ее волшебные свойства раскрываются во всей красе. Такую лапку можно носить на шее, поясе или пальце, повесив на веревку или цепочку. Другие предметы со скрытым волшебством ищите сами. Я не собираюсь раскрывать вам своих секретов. Okay. Бедные кролики. Им отфигачит все лапки. Чувак, ты не хочешь отойти куда-нибудь там, не знаю? Ну, давай, сваливай. Покедова. Приятно было поболтать. Ой. Так, а что я у него взял? Неопознанный, неопознанный. И все остальное. Отлично, хорошо. Ты кто такой? Эгландер.
Ah, the sun is out, and yet I feel a cold inside my soul. The bane of age, the crux of years. Oh, how nice it is of you, the very picture of youth, to break the monotony of an elder's day. Why, pray, let me be forward with you. Oh, sapling rose, oh, I am but an aged elf that has seen the years parade in long succession. Gladly shall I. You would listen to my grievances, guide me towards untroubled realms. Oh, you are truly a wonder. Oh, but hot spiced wine and a snug little room awaits us on the King Crab's first floor. Let us go there.
Непонятно, что от нас он хочет. Растения.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great. Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit or a lovable prankster ghost? Here lies Patrick. You can kill me, but you'll never kill the dancer inside me. Here lies Gregory, whose wife told him so. Here lies Judith, warrior princess. Here lies Neil, killed in the line of duty. I want to go home.
May the seven keep you.
Here lies Kimberly, finally.
Looks like that dog is awfully agitated.
Perhaps he wants to tell us something.
Hey, wow! I was wondering where that awesome sweaty boot smell was coming from. And here you are! Wow! This is great! I'm Murphy, Jake's dog. Wow, you smell great! Have you been rolling around on dead things all day? That's my favourite hobby too. You know who I miss? Jake. Sometimes he'd just sit there being awesome. And I'd give him this look like, you smell great. And he'd give me this look like, you do too, Murphy. And he was my best friend. I came here so I could smell Jake again. He smelled great. But whatever's buried there doesn't smell like Jake at all. No, it's definitely not Jake.
Типа не он там или он просто протух?
If I ever find out who killed Jake, the most awesome Jake who ever jaked, I'll bark so much. Seriously, so much. You have no idea.
Rest in peace.
Here lies James, as usual, the filthy fibber. Here lies Kavanagh. Will they have Sicil pie in the afterlife? Here lies Jake. Please do not disturb. Here lies David, who ran from the Reaper. You'll never catch me alive. Here lies Nemris, master of philosophy.
Peace be with you, traveller. May your lost loved ones rest in peace. I once lived a prosperous life with my husband and our happy little daughter Lonnie. But when the undead plague broke out, my dear husband was among the first killed. Lonnie never recovered from the loss. And when a group of mercenaries, predators, more aptly called, came to town dangling the opportunity to annihilate those undead devils, Lonnie lapped up their rhetoric and joined without so much as a backward glance. She was killed less than a week after she joined. Here she lies, and here I stand, mourning the death of my last joy.
In memory of Lonnie, death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the field. Here lies Jacques, the oldest man in Sicil. Get off my grave, ye jackanapes.
Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies Helen, killed by an enraged zombie. I'm sure we can talk this out.
Nemris is the greatest philosopher in the land, you know. I'd give me left whiskers to be half as smart.
Так, ну я так понимаю, надо выкопать Джейка.
May the seven keep you.
What trickery is this?
Where are you?
That's not Jake.
Are you here, Jake?
It's a rotting sheep's
Jake?
corpse. It seems someone snatched Jake's body.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean, wow. But it's nothing compared to Jake. Seems like some mutt is marking my territory. Someone stole Jake? Jake stole my ball once, but then he threw it far, and I went and I got it. And Jake was awesome. Listen, if you go around town and find someone who you think might have done it, bring me a really stinky something of theirs. And I'll see if I can smell Jake on it. An awesome smell. I couldn't mistake it. Esmeralda? Ugh, terrible smell. Like flowers and soap. Not awesome. Ugh, hated her. Aureus is kind of awesome. Evelyn, too. They both have a sweaty, dead thingy smell. Cecil, he's all right, I guess. Mostly he smells like old books, which is neither awesome nor non-awesome. Bring me anything of theirs, and I'll be able to tell you if I can sniff out Jake's smell on them. Jake has the best smell. I'd know it anywhere. Did he join you? No way. I mean, you smell pretty great. Even better than the dumpster behind the butcher's house. But the town is full of scary stuff like body snatchers and bathtubs. Without my best friend, the most awesome Jake ever, here to protect me, I'd rather stay far away. Just bring those...
Peace, darling.
Wow, that dead sheep smells pretty great. I mean... I smell... rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
I smell... rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you.
Are you here, Jake? Jake! I smell... rotten lamb chops.
May the seven keep you.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me? Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake?
Rest in peace,
Jake!
darling.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me?
May the seven keep you.
Where are you, Jake? Are you playing without me? I smell... rotten lamb chops.
Rest in peace, darling.
Jake, where are you? Are you here, Jake? Jake!
May the seven keep you.
Так, ну надо к этой тетке идти, которой пропала овца.
Bones knit, skin heels.
Ooh. Oh, fancy that. A source hunter barging in when the lady of the house is fully dressed. Who could have fathomed such a thing?
Я это читал. Скорее всего. А, нет, про щиты это.
Another perfect heist. You sneak with the subtlety of a tried and true cat burglar.
Why, thanks. I rather do, don't I? A few more heists, and I'll be a fat cat in no time.
No doubt about it. You...
Ну, какого же хрена-то?
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter. Welcome to the Town Hall of G.Skill.
Well, Mayor Cecil will be happy to see the likes of a source hunter.
Okay.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're fine again. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like midday. Oh, Ogre, you're rotten to the bone. Oh, me poor, sweet, plump girl. You've been wasted entirely. All that roast, all the mutton, not even the sausage grinder will want her now. Give her here, will you? Me little mouldering darling. That louse. Did he even bother grilling a single luscious chop? I bet he wasted every last morsel. Captain Aureus will have a thing or two to say about this.
Pay the big change on your book for the whale of the good stuff.
Oh, golly gosh! One who flaunts the highways and byways of silly old Cecile with the easy elegance of a puss with her tail in the air. But where are my manners? I am Maxine, and you must be one of those hunters one hears so much about. Charmed, I'm sure. I'm the mayor's cat, don't you know? Born and raised on velvets and viands of most exquisite varieties. But of course, darling. Oh, this quaint little town is a tad too parochial for one of my more urbane tastes. But one has to make do, hasn't one? The fresh sea air does go to great lengths to invigorate one's spirit, that much I'll admit. And it is rather jolly to watch the ships sail. Heavens forbid! No, fear is rather too strong a term there, Hunter dearest. The predator's instinct is a trait we share, you and I. And though those rancid ramblers...
What? Oh, it's you. Come closer then. Closer. My ears aren't what they used to be. Nor my eyes, for that matter. Yes, hello, Source Hunter. My elf? What elf? Oh, myself. I am Cecil, Mayor of Cecile, and husband of the stately Cecilia. I've been the mayor here for decades, and I'm quite eager to see Cecile through these difficult times. Yes, very difficult times in... What? Oh, you mean Cecile. Very difficult times indeed. As though the death of Jake, and by source magic no less, weren't enough. We're also facing all sorts of brutish intruders. The undead have overrun all but one northern trade route, while the orcs are making a habit of savaging our... That's not to mention that at the top of this whole caboodle, there's rumors of some new religious sect or cult or some such. And, while we're on the subject of troubles, I myself have a private matter I'd like to bring to your attention. It involves a magic relic I rather foolishly sought. A weapon called the Staff of Pergamon. What? The undead? Yes, for the past 2 years those blasted skeletons have all but suffocated this city. With all but one trade route overrun, Cecile's once torrential commerce has slowed to a pathetic... Well, I do believe that's something your parents ought to have discussed with you long ago, Source Hunter. But I suppose if you really don't know... I'd be remiss if I didn't at least explain the basics. You see, when a lady and a fellow find each other rather nice, well, rather more than nice, they occasionally, well, they... Oh, this is nonsense. I'm the mayor for the 7th sake. I can't be bothered to chat all day about the birds and the bees when Cecile's under siege by orcs, undead, and cultists. What of what now? Oh, you're speaking gibberish. You mean the Staff of Pergamon. Yes, yes. I was expecting a shipment of weapons, and among the cargo was this very powerful, very rare staff. I managed to place the order through means somewhat, atypical to a government official. Cecil proved an old fool, though. For the merchant slated to deliver it to me has just informed me that the damn thing has gone missing. I fear it may have fallen into the wrong hands. His name is Conrad, captain of the Tide Splitter, a merchant ship still docked at the Cecile harbor. You can talk to him if you think it'd help. The staff itself contains a shard of an ore, highly valued for its use in the weapons of war. I know use of the material to be forbidden, but I was desperate to do something to... Jake! Murdered? Oh, yes. Yes, now I recall. Indeed. I could hardly believe it myself. The Council and I have certainly had our differences over the years, but Oh, most of the townsfolk are certain Jake's wife Esmeralda is responsible. In fact, the Legion have taken her into protective custody as you can imagine, I've known Esmeralda for years. That business between her and the Duke of Ferrol was always a bit, suggestive. But I've never had cause to... An all-right bloke, apart from all this Esmeralda nonsense. The whole town knows the only goal of his business trips to Sicil is to spend a night or two at the King Crab Inn with Mrs. Counselor. That depends. What kind of berries are you interested in? The library. Yes, you must have a visit. It's the gem of Sicil. Would you like to have a look? I'll escort you upstairs myself. Please yourself. Let me know if you change your mind. You won't regret it. Maxine? What in heaven's name are you... Oh, you mean the mongrel that's always skulking about the place. I spent months trying to teach that worthless hound how to fetch, and it sat through every lesson looking at me as if I were an idiot. Man's best friend, my eye. I've always been more fond of cats myself. Jake? Murdered, you say? Oh, yes, of course. Now I remember. Well, I'm sure the facts will prove me innocent. Keep investigating. That depends. Marvelous. What? Oh, yes. This library is the jewel in Sicil's crown. The beacon of culture and learning in our fair... My Victoria has every volume you could possibly imagine, and she's got every speck of information about this place packed into her brilliant brain. Yes. Victoria's come a long way from that little bundle of claws and teeth I adopted so long ago. It brings a tear to my eye. What? Oh, yes. I'll be on my way back downstairs now.
A source hunter! Oh, what a sight for source I see. Me? I live alone here in town. Used to be that my younger brother Tom and I were practically joined at the hip. Oh, he's always been something of a rascal, calling his petty hooliganism adventuring. For my part, I encouraged him to join the Legion. Even got him sparring with Captain Orius now and then. But then those blasted fabulous five, that band of... I don't even know what to call them. Well, they're his heroes, and I simply couldn't prevent him from going to see them.
Omnes autem mali daemonis. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisher folk, which... No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it. Why? Simply because you hunt source, and I, Jehan, hunt demons. You are aware, of course, that now... I hate what I hunt, but I respect it. This is a sentiment I'm quite certain you must recognize. Let there be strength in cunning, yes, on one condition. That on our joint travels we will never deal with demonic entities, no matter how tempting their propositions. Give me your word on this, and I'll weave you spells.
Who placed this book here?
Very well. There will be no deals with demons.
Agreed. Nothing good ever came from bargaining with...
Most gratifying. I see you are firm of purpose, and thereby ready to descend. Descend into the madness that is sorcery. Into the depths where demons dance.
These books sprout little legs.
I assume you address me for a reason, so go on. May they be pertinent. I am not from any place anymore. I go where my quest leads me. I remember them well, the sandstone castles, hued like the very sun that batters their battlements without rest. I can see them still. Yes, I can see them still. Though when I try to focus on their details, like mirages, they dissolve upon a... for 1,000 reasons. And for one especial. The 1,000 obvious ones are one. Their scourge taints the natural. 2. Their machinations irreversibly 3. Their perversions seek to end all beauty. 4. Their schemes. 5. Their presence distorts all intrinsic harmony. Hunter, I could find you cross-dressed under the spell of a dominant goblin, yet when next we'd meet there'd be no questions asked. More prey await.
But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. In the name of Amun-Hor, I bid thee Tujda Geta Hal, be welcome, human. My library is yours, as I hope your friendship is mine. I am Victoria, daughter of Mayor Cecil. Oh, I know what you're thinking. When I was very young, you see, I must have been cast out by my tribe, for I was found in a wicker basket floating. The fisherman who found me would have drowned me on the spot, for I am an orc after all. But praise be, he raised me like I was his own. This kindest of souls taught me the language of men, their customs, and indeed you may. The wisdom I here hoard is yours to peruse and even take with you. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, taken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Volume 1, Volume 2, but where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night. The knight in see-through armor, Princess Buttercup with the blushing bottom, taken. Esmeralda does have a propensity for all things naughty, hasn't she? Kaj'Dinor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Theleron will have to pay yet another fine. Kaj'Dinor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Theleron will have to pay yet another fine. Who placed this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Urak! What mayhem! Kaj'Dinor. The brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Theleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume 2. But where's the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
place this book here? A volume of poetry among novels? Rack! Mayhem. Cache d'Nor. A brief history of sorcery still hasn't been returned. Teleron will have to pay yet another fine. Volume 1, Volume